Welcome back to another episode of the Dropback Podcast. I am Bradley, as always, joined by my co-host Zane. And if you missed last week's episode, we talked about our top 15 quarterbacks. So go give that a listen if you haven't already. But how are you doing today, Zane?
I'm doing great. Little tired, won't lie. It's been a long week, but I'm excited. I apologize for the delay. We were just schedules, man. It's been
Yeah,
everybody knows how that is. It just gets so messed up sometimes. But we got the episode out. We're doing wide receivers, and I'm excited because this is my position, like my favorite position. I don't know about you, Bradley, but this
yeah.
is the position I like to do the most of.
I,
So
I
I'm just
like,
excited.
I like receivers, but I think I like watching cute quarterbacks more because
I
I've been
understand that.
watching like some of Bryce Young,
Bryce Young's a
obviously Justin
stud.
Fields and Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
But it's a fun
Man, I think
episode. I'm excited for this episode.
that'd be
Um,
controversial.
it was hard to pick the groups. It was very hard.
I have, I feel I have good reasoning for my thought processes, but
Yeah,
some people may not agree.
yeah. Which, hey, controversial takes are
Well,
controversial
if y'all,
takes.
yeah, exactly. And if y'all disagree, let us know. Like, tell us where we might be wrong. Um,
Yeah,
do you want to get right into it?
yeah. Let's get right into it. You can start.
Has there been, before actually we start, has there been any news of anything going on right now?
Um, no, but I did want to say before. Greg Olson. You know how that he got cut from Fox. I was
Yeah.
thinking he should go to CBS with I know Jim Nance, but like maybe after Jim Nance retires or whatever,
Hmm. Yeah.
him and Tony Romo,
Oh, that'd
they
be
would
fire.
cook so like
That would be
I
fire.
love listening to Tony Romo. He's probably my favorite announcer.
Yeah.
But
I guess, yeah. That I feel like that's pretty much the only thing. Well, we did have some training camp stuff going on.
yeah, Tyler Boyd is still or not Tyler Boyd, T Higgins, that's still going on.
Yeah, of course.
Which I didn't realize he didn't sign yet.
Oh
That's
yeah,
my
he's not gonna sign it.
hey, New England Patriots. That's where
Oh
his
yeah,
destination is.
that dude. That I have us really low, but if we added that, I'd put us in like that 13 to 18 range. I know that's controversial, but like, come on.
I would probably have to give it a year to see what T. Higgins can do as a true wide receiver one, you know?
Probably yeah, but still, our I think our depth is amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
let me get right into it. So for me at 32, um, I have the Chargers. Okay, I need to be heard on this one. I don't feel like it's that controversial.
Yeah,
Quentin
that's
Johnson
completely.
sucks. Josh Palmer isn't great either. And rookie Lad McConkey, I like Lad, but we haven't seen anything yet. And he's had a bunch of injury rumors, so we don't know how much he's going to be on the field. And then they have depth at DJ Chark, Brendan Rice, haven't seen, fell super late. But that's about it. Like, it's just not a great group
Yeah.
in any way, shape, form, or
It,
fashion. They lost their
it's,
two number ones.
yeah. The Chargers wide receiver core is like a bunch of what ifs. Like, what if Lad McConkey becomes great? What if Quentin Johnson it was just a bad year, you
Yeah.
know?
Like, what if he just needed that time to develop? Like,
Yeah.
and for me right now, I'm not gonna look at the what if. I'm looking at the right now, and they look bad.
Yeah. I agree. Um,
I felt it was kind of controversial. So
yeah, I mean, that's actually where I had the Chargers too because their true number one is a rookie.
yeah,
So it's like, oh, lad. I mean, they got him at a great spot, but still.
like yes, exactly. Lad is good. Like we are not saying he's bad by any means. They can one of these teams can have a really good wide receiver one, but then after that have literally nothing on their team going for them, and so they go a little bit further down the list.
Yeah, like for example, the Eagles, like after AJ Brown and Devontae Smith,
It's not great.
There's nothing. Yeah,
Yeah, it's not.
yeah.
I mean, they had Devontae Parker, but he just retired. No, Devontae Parker's a bum. I'm just kidding. I was preying on
he
his
was he
downfall.
was pretty all right for the Dolphins for a little bit.
Oh no, he was great with the Dolphins for like 2 years, and then got hurt, and then never was the same.
Yeah. And then the Patriots. I feel like there was a
Traded
year
a
where
third round pick.
the Patriots got like a bunch of guys who had like one or good one or two good seasons.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, especially at wide receiver.
Yes. Oh no, man, it was frustrating. So so
Let
frustrating.
Juju
I don't know
cook
what.
this year.
Yes. No, this year's been great. It's the only reason I don't have us here or in my bottom three.
Oh wow.
Um.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe that's partially controversial. I know, but I'm being a little biased and hopeful. It's a little what if, but like I don't even think it's that much of a what if. I just think the depth's a little better. Um. Okay. No. Okay. Hold on. No. Now that I'm looking at it on paper.
I saw you pause on the Packers. I was like, whoa.
Oh no no sorry. I was not looking up there. I was looking somewhere completely else. I'm
Oh.
looking at my phone. For this list right now. Ooh. Um. No. Okay. I'm gonna do Bills. Bills at
Bills.
31. I love Coleman, but he's a jump ball wide receiver. He's Gabe Davis's type. So like there's not much I've really seen upside wise yet. Again, it's a what if. Shakir, I don't think Shakir's that great. I think he's good. I don't think he's great. And then Curtis Samuel's kind of like a wide receiver three. So it's just it's not a great group. And honestly, it's very close for this team and my next team. Like they are like neck and neck for me. Um, it's super close. So I honestly could flip flop the two that I have. Maybe you're just stunned right now that I have the Bills at 31. But
I
yeah,
mean, I completely understand. Um, uh, yeah, because yeah, the Bills they really fell off. Like even after Stephon Diggs, there wasn't really much there.
no, I mean they had Gabe Davis, but like Gabe Davis left too. So really, what do you got? And I
Yeah.
have a depth chart pulled up of everything, and it just does not look good. When your wide receiver more is, or wide receiver four is Mac Hollins or Chase Claypool, it's not good.
Yeah, I can't believe Chase Claypool is on a team.
And somehow he's doing good, apparently in minicamp, which proves why minicamp means nothing.
Yeah, my coworker, we were talking about Jaden Daniels because he's a big Jaden Daniels fan. And I was like, he's doing really good in OTAs, and I was like, well, there's been a lot of quarterbacks that's been good in OTAs.
Yeah, everybody, all the quarterbacks besides Joe Milton have been good in OTAs.
Yeah, which surprise, surprise.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Consider me shocked.
Um. Yeah, I mean, I had it between two teams here as well. Um, but I have the Bills as well.
Okay.
So
Fair.
our list is literally
Starting
the
out simple,
same.
I thought we were going to be completely different. I thought you'd have Patriots at 32, if I'm being
I was
totally real.
thinking that, but I like the Patriots wide receivers more. Like I trust the Patriots more receivers more than the Chargers and Bills.
I still trust us more than a couple other teams that are left.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
which is a little,
I,
I just like our depth. Like our depth
yeah.
is so much better than like the teams I have us ranked over. It's like none of our guys are like amazing, but the depth is so much better.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah. Because I
But
mean, our what?
sorry. But after this, I get a little more controversial.
Appreciate it.
So I don't think our lists are going to be the same after this
Maybe not.
one.
Um. So I have. Well, okay. Just let me finish my Patriots thought because they're not next. But my reasoning is our wide receiver, uh, 4, 5, and 6. One's a rookie, of course. Um, but Juju and Osborne were both wide receiver 2s and 3s at one point in time. And like they're our wide receiver 4, and I don't think they're bad, like really bad, but they're solid players. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's fine. My next one actually is for the same reasoning, and it's controversial, of course. Maybe not. Not probably not. I have the Giants.
Okay. Yeah.
I have the Giants here at 30.
30.
Yeah, 30.
Yes.
Malik Neighbors. I think Malik Neighbors is great. Okay. Darius Slayton gets hurt a lot. I think that's him. I might be getting him mixed up. Darius Slayton gets hurt a lot. Wan'Dale Robinson is completely underrated, but hasn't had the chance to show it. And then Jalen Hyatt sucks. So, really, like, past Malik Neighbors and maybe Slayton and Robinson, it's like, it's a good group, but we haven't gotten to see it yet, and so it's a major what if. I feel like because with
Yeah.
Wan'Dale, we really haven't gotten to see him with a quarterback. Neighbors is a rookie. Slayton is the one that gets hurt, right?
Yeah, I
Or does
think
he
he
not?
was hurt this year. I'm pretty sure he was hurt this year.
Okay. It's it's either it's him or it's let me see.
Yeah, Slayton was hurt this year, actually.
Yeah, he was.
I want to see how many games he played. Yeah, he had 50 receptions. Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
He
Wow.
he actually had a solid year.
Yeah. Like,
Um
this was his best year.
yeah.
But he went
So
through
yeah,
like
I
17
think I'm thinking of
quarterbacks.
their other wide receiver that's gone now.
Um, I.
I don't even remember anymore. He's off the team.
Yeah.
I will say him and Bourne are probably about the same on my lists if I had to say. Um I just think if
I,
Bourne had his full year, he probably would have outperformed.
yeah, I like Bourne more.
So, and Wandell, I would take. It's just depth, really. Like that's the only thing saving the Patriots right now for me. Like putting them a little
Yeah,
higher, and I'm biased, so
yeah,
you know
yeah. I kind of have a crazy take here.
I'm ready to hear it.
Well, actually, after this
Okay,
team,
okay. After this team,
after this team, I have the Patriots here.
that's fair. I completely understand it. You're gonna have the
I
Giants over whatever team is controversial here.
I like the neighbors.
Okay, you see, you're not doing the what like you're going less what ifs. Like you don't care as
Ooh,
much
no,
on the what
no.
if.
Yeah, I'm going little less on the what if like these guys are like stars. Like, I see Malik Neighbors as a superstar in this league. Like, I think he's at
Yeah.
like I think he could be in the I think he could be a top 3 receiver in this league
Eventually, definitely. Yeah, I can see it.
with Adunze,
Yeah.
like Harrison, Adunze, and Neighbors are like 3 guys that like
Studs.
they're gonna be like the Jefferson and the Hill.
They're gonna
Um,
be like that level of good. Yeah. No, I
yeah,
completely agree.
but the Patriots,
Good point.
it is kind of what if they added they added definitely some core pieces at wide receiver. Polk was a good pickup in the draft. Um, I think that was a really good pickup from him. I know you liked it.
Love that pick. I walked around my room, walked around my the entertainment room we have, like just dancing about. Like, yes, I was so right.
Yes, because you were like, even weeks before the draft, you're like, dude, I love this guy.
I'm like, Patriots are picking him at 34. I promise.
Yeah, and
Picked him at 37, but
yeah,
still.
they're just core 3 is kind of shaky in my eyes.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, right now it's Polk, Bourne, Douglas as like the top three, and then Baker, Osborne, and Juju.
Yeah, those guys haven't shown much though. Juju,
Yeah.
he had a wide receiver one, and he had 1,000 yards because he had Antonio Brown at. So yeah, Bourne. I think I want to see
Bourne
that
has
next
had
step from
good
Bourne.
seasons, but I do want to see the next step.
Yeah. So it's definitely there.
Osborne has had solid, consistent seasons of like 500 yards, which he's good on tape. His tape looks a lot better than his stats do.
Yeah.
Um, you make a great point though. So I'm actually like I'm gonna stop being biased. I'm just gonna slip the Patriots right in before the Giants because I'm gonna stop going off the what ifs. Like right now, I'd put us about here.
Well, it's
But
fair to go off what ifs because
yeah,
it's like
well, yeah, no, I'll just do us right. I'll do this because I couldn't do it, but in front of the next team, I couldn't do it because I know someone would get mad at me.
yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so
Um
29 is where I have the Patriots at.
Patriots at 29. That is fair. Um my my hot take is after this team. It is the Giants here.
Okay.
Um yeah. I mean it's somewhat what if with neighbors, but I think neighbors will. I think I'm calling it right now. I am. I think Jones will have a good year this year. I think Daniel Jones will have a good year,
I can see it.
um, or a next step year where he like shows like a bunch of flashes, and if that offensive line can't stay healthy, I think their offensive line is a bit better than what it showed this year because
It was.
they couldn't stay healthy.
No.
Um,
They couldn't stay healthy. They had backup quarterbacks in who have poor pocket presence.
yeah, and I think the Giants wide receiver core just wasn't able to show this year
No, definitely not.
with with four quarterbacks. How can you?
Mm-mm. No. Which I will say Hyatt, I'm going to give him a second chance, but he just looked like crap. So he's like
Yeah,
Tyquan Thornton, just complete and utter bad.
Jalen Hyatt. He Tennessee's scheme is phenomenal. So they play a lot of quick ball and get up to the line of scrimmage, snap, and they threw a lot of slants. So Jalen Hyatt had speed. He could, and I don't think
Everything
they're
was just over the top, though. Like, I
yeah
think it was like
over the top.
11 of his, like, what, 13, 14 touchdowns just came in free open play.
Yes, it was just very easy touchdowns.
Yeah, easy touchdown game. Here. I'm not going to be that controversial. I don't think I'm that controversial. Maybe, maybe slightly controversial. I have the Falcons.
Oh, okay.
Outside of London, I don't like it at all. Like I do not like their depth. I like nothing about it. I'm not a fan of anything they have. Rondale Moore, I'm not a big fan. Mooney, I'm not a big fan. Drake London's great. Kyle Pitts is great, but he's not a wide receiver, so we don't count him. Um, I just think outside of London, it sucks.
Yeah,
But
and
he's like,
London hasn't taken that
no, but he's had Ritter
step.
and Heineke.
Yeah,
So give him a real quarterback with Kirk Cousins or Penix or whatever ends up happening. I don't even know.
I think a bunch some of these wide receiver cores are so low because of the
QB.
quarterback play.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's what it is. I think by the end of the year, all of these teams will end up higher than probably somebody on this list. Um, Especially like these three, I think will end up higher. Bills definitely will probably they'll probably all move up one, and one team's going to end up at the bottom. But um,
Yeah,
for the people watching on YouTube, you can see what team I just pointed to. But everybody else, I'm not going to say that on live. So if you go back and look at it, you'll see what team I'm talking about. Um, But yeah, I'm not a fan of the Falcons. I don't know
yeah.
why. Maybe I've noticed before, but it's an F. I don't. I just never really paid attention, I guess.
Yeah, they're yeah. Here I have the Jaguars.
Jack, what? Brother, what?
I like Brian Thomas. I do. Gabe Davis. Wait, oh my gosh, never mind. Take them off the list. I forgot about Christian Kirk.
Thank
Oh
you.
my
Okay, I
gosh.
forgive you
Oh
because
my
I figured you
gosh.
did. I was like, Christian Kirk's
Oh
a
my
top, like,
gosh.
I'm not a big Christian Kirk fan, but he's a top 32 wide receiver, buddy.
No, no. Okay, I
Oh
was
man, you
making
almost
this list and I was
no,
like, oh,
you would have
I
been
thought I was like cooking with a hot take here, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna cook, and then I was like, oh my gosh, Christian Kirk. I just realized Christian Kirk. Well, well, well. Here I have the Commanders. Sorry.
you're fine. Where are they going?
Um, I whenever you're talking about the Falcons, they did not. They do. I like their pieces more than the Commanders. Terry McLaurin, he's a dog, but really after that, there's not much. They lost Curtis Samuel.
Dotson.
I'm low on Jaden Daniels. I'm low on the Commanders in general.
Hey, I'm with you.
Um, and their pieces there at wide receiver is scary. And I'm for Jaden Daniels fans, I think it won't pay off.
I think okay,
Um,
Dotson falls into that rare breed of the same thing as like Shakir, Douglas, like those short wide receivers that can make some plays. He falls into that crowd, and I just don't think he got to show it with Howell this past year.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, from what I've seen, it's just not. I'm not a big fan of, and I like the Falcons pieces a bit more than the Commanders pieces.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat actually. Frankly, I think they were probably my next. I think they actually are my next team. Yeah, I'm gonna have them next. They're gonna be right there. So what, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27. 27 ends up being where I have Washington. Kind of the same reasons. I like them just a little bit more than them. Um, more than the Falcons. It's not by much. I just think the depth is just better. I think Terry's better than London. Dotson is, in my opinion, I think can be better than Mooney. And then Luke McCaffrey's wide receiver 3, and I don't know who Falcons is wide receiver 3. Rondale Moore, that's about the same. Still rookie, but still.
Yeah, Darnell Mooney, he is really good. And what year was it that he had 1,000 yards? I think 21.
I don't know. He was force fed, I feel like, though, wasn't he? Because I think he was like the only target they really had.
But still, 1,000 yards.
So,
Like 1,000 yards is 1,000 yards. Like, yeah, he was. Was that with Mitchell Trubisky? Was it?
you're asking the
No,
wrong guy.
Fields. Fields.
Yeah, I think it was Fields. I think it was Fields like first
Yeah,
year.
yeah. Um, but yeah, I like Darnell Mooney more.
I'm just not a Mooney fan, I guess. I've never been that big of a Mooney fan. No, when he cooked Ramsey, I was a big fan. But everything else, I just didn't like.
Yeah, I think Kirk Cousins will cook with
If
Darnell
I
Mooney.
think he can turn it around for sure this year. I'm a bigger Dotson fan. I've always been a Dotson fan, so I just had to put him above. Which, thinking about it, Dotson being a first round pick is still the craziest thing to me.
Yeah, I didn't watch his film in college.
He was good. It just wasn't first. It was a second round guy. Like I thought he'd be like top of day 2,
What pick was he? Was he
pick
like
22. Wait,
uh,
hold on. No, I'm being lied to. Pick 16.
16? Yeah,
22
yeah.
was the year. I was looking at the wrong spot.
hmm Well, yeah. Well, on to I have the Falcons
Okay.
next.
So we were kind of very close.
Cause yeah, it was piece. It was
Where'd they go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just realizing the Jaguars now have threw me off. Because I can't believe I
What
like
kind of depth
Christian
do we
Kirk a
have? Do I need
lot
to send
too.
it to you?
Maybe. Because Christian, yeah, I can't believe that.
Yeah, you were like, yeah, I got the Jaguars, and my jaw dropped to the floor. I was like, what?
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought like Brian Thomas was their wide receiver one. I don't know where I
I
thought
think he will
Christian
be.
Kirk just magically disappeared.
Um,
Um, but yeah, the Falcons. If yeah,
it's
I
really
nearly wanted to put like Kyle Pitts there, like save Kyle Pitts as somewhat of a wide receiver
he is,
too.
but
Yeah,
yeah, it's
but I
not.
was like, ah, that's not a good. I
We're
can't say
ranking tight
that.
ends later. So,
Yeah.
for me here, ooh, hold on, let me look at the list. I sent it to you, by the way. Did you get it?
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. You're coming up. The Steelers are coming up. I'm just deciding when.
yeah. I fear so.
How do you feel about Van Jefferson, Roman Wilson, Calvin Austin?
Van Jefferson, Roman Wilson, yeah, yeah. Calvin Austin, I think he could be a. I like Calvin Austin. I do.
Okay. I just don't want you getting offended when I put them here.
Oh no, completely valid.
I was debating between you and Denver, if I'm being
Yeah,
honest.
Denver. Yeah,
I think
I
Denver's
might
depth is
put.
just slightly better. Just like very little.
Yeah, and Franklin and Bo Nix
hmm
connection
I mean, Sutton,
that
Josh
might
Reynolds,
work.
Marvin Mims, Troy Franklin is your top four. Looks a little bit better than what the Steelers got at the moment.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, so I'm putting the Steelers right here at, what is it? I don't even know. That's 30, 29, 20,
26.
27, 26. Steelers here at 26. Um, I don't think they're bad. I think Pickens is great. I just think there's a lot of teams with better groups right now. There's nothing wrong with their
Yeah,
group. It's just there's a lot better depth in the league.
and Pickens is a one dimensional guy so
He's a
far.
dog. You really,
Yeah, he is.
I think if Roman Wilson ends up turning out, I could put them above Denver. But right now, I just don't know. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna have y'all go.
Yeah,
Ooh, I forgot about the team. But
yeah.
yeah, Tracy.
And sadly, this is.
That's where you have y'all too.
I was thinking of putting the Cardinals here
Yeah.
too,
Oh man, I forgot about the Cardinals.
and actually, yeah, I think I'm putting the Cardinals here
I don't hate it. They were coming up.
because because Marvin Harrison obviously is a
He's gonna,
great
yeah, he's
player.
gonna be top
We
five.
talked about,
He's gonna be top five.
yeah,
Like I'd say next year.
yeah, and but it's just what if,
Yes, exactly.
like if Marvin Harrison goes down,
Michael Wilson.
yeah, back to square one.
Yeah, which I'd say I actually do like Michael Wilson, but past Michael Wilson, it's Zay Jones and Greg Dortch. That's not good.
Yeah,
No.
it's just
Also,
bad.
it
Yeah,
is a crime that they gave Zach Pascal number 0. Like, you cannot give
who
that
were number 0?
level of mid to Zach Pascal.
Uh, oh yeah, just because of the how it looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, hold up, is there like a Cardinals player that I can't think of that wore number 0? But then I realized, oh wait, it's a cool.
Yeah.
Like it looks tough. Yeah, it's just I think the Steelers have better depth than the Cardinals, in my eyes. If their number one goes down.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
honestly, for me, I don't agree, but like it's very close.
yeah, it just depends on how you feel about the players.
It's really Roman Wilson, like how Roman Wilson is going to be.
Yeah,
If he fills that Deontay Johnson role, then sure. Um, but yeah, I'm actually gonna go Cardinals here. This is where I ended up putting them. So I was just right, like we were pretty much right there. Kind of the same reasons. I just like them just slightly better.
yeah,
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 I don't have much reason on this one. I'm sorry. I just
yeah.
like
We've
Cardinals.
kind of already talked about the Steelers and like comparing the two.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So it's like I already kind of got
yeah,
my thoughts on it.
yeah. We said our thoughts. I can't go in much higher with the Steelers. So the Steelers obviously here are here.
Yeah, like it's fair. So you got the Steelers here. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's I hate putting our team so low, but
No, but it's just
it's
like
true.
it's fallen off. And like I thought after the Steelers traded Deontay Johnson, that was like, oh, we're definitely gonna go get a receiver
Yeah,
one.
like go get Ayuk or
But
something and pay him $30 million a year like he wants.
yeah,
That's
but we aren't.
no.
I'm curious if the 49ers will start with Brandon
They
Ayuk
probably will.
and Debo. No.
I think they'll get him this year, but he's probably gone after the year's over. Hold on, let me look at this.
Hmm.
I forgot about his team, so I'm trying to fix it. Actually, hold on. Okay, Saints. I got Saints here. The depth behind Olave is awful.
It is bad.
It's so bad. I didn't even think of. I honestly, hold on. I honestly,
we could
I gotta go like
we could put them.
this. I gotta
Yeah,
go like, no, I can't even. It's gonna go like right here. No, right here. So the Saints are. I'm actually gonna put in between the Falcons and Washington. Um, so I just looked at it. It is a lot worse than I thought it was. I forgot Michael Thomas was gone. I forgot a lot of stuff was gone, and so that just kind of bumped him.
yeah, and Derek Carr, your starting quarterback
Yeah, did
too.
you forget about him too? No.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel a little.
Well, I didn't. Yeah, I just didn't know how bad the pieces were.
Yeah,
Truly.
so Chargers 32, Bills 31, Giants 30, Patriots 29, Falcons 28, Saints 27, Washington 26, Steelers 25, Cardinals 24 for me right now. So where do you want to put them for you?
I'm putting them. I'm putting them behind the Cardinals.
Behind the Cardinals? That's fair.
Yeah, the reason I have uh, the Commanders so lower is because Terry McLaurin is 28, 29.
Fair.
He's up there in age, and it's just the pieces. I, I like Chris Olave a bit more than Terry McLaurin. I don't know how hot of a take that is.
No, I do have Chris Olave rated higher, but that's just because quarterback play. I think Terry's just been done dirty. I think Olave's had better
Yeah,
quarterback play, even though who he's had hasn't been great.
yeah. The Commanders have not had a relevant quarterback since. Yeah.
So
And I was trying to gaslight myself into thinking I liked Sam Howell,
you and me both.
but it's so hard.
No, it
Like
was so bad.
watching it, it's just like
It's so bad.
oh, Sam Howell. Same with Ritter.
Oh
Last year,
God, no, Ritter. I swear,
I was
so off topic, but apparently Madden thinks Ritter is Tom Brady. Have you seen that? No,
No,
have you
why?
never done a Madden franchise? So when you go do a Madden franchise and you sim it through, the Falcons usually end up in the playoffs, like 15-2. Ritter has like an almost MVP caliber year every year, and it's ridiculous. I
Yeah,
never have understood it.
I've done a franchise with the Falcons, and like I tend to trade Desmond Ritter or like just keep him as depth.
Fair.
And it's just like I played a season with Desmond Ritter, and it was so
Oh, it's
bad.
it's horrible.
But
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out my next spot. So we're doing till 17, by the way, because I had my math off last time, and that's why I was so messed up about it. Um, I'm putting the Ravens here. I like
hmm,
my next team. I had them rated so low, and then I realized their depth is so much better than a lot of these teams. Um, but I just don't like the Falcons. They're not the Falcons. The Ravens' depth outside of Zay, and like I like how they got Devontae Walker. I like Rashad Bateman. I don't like Out Aguilar at all. I'm not a Wallace fan. I'm not a Hardy fan either. So I'm not a big fan of their whole crew. Outside of Zay, and I still think Zay has a lot to work on. So
yeah, I like Kendrick Bourne or Bateman.
Bateman,
Yeah, Bateman. Um, I like Bateman. I like Flowers. Aguilar.
oh no, you know how I feel about Aguilar. God,
Yeah, I was about to say like
oh
I know how
man,
much you love
that was awful.
Aguilar.
Nelson Aguilar, Devontae Parker, and Juju Smith-Schuster, all Patriots wide receivers for Mac Jones.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like just something with the Patriots and old,
Washed up wide
not
receivers,
old, but like
kind of
just
old.
washed
They're
receivers.
they're kind of old,
Yeah.
dude. Like that's I'm
Um.
just thinking about that. We really did Mac dirty. He was never gonna do great, but we did him so dirty.
yeah. Um. I'm debating here.
I had to.
I yeah. I'm just gonna go with it.
What you thinking?
I'm going with the Broncos.
Broncos. That's totally fair. They were coming. They were
Yeah.
next for me.
Sutton just can't stay
Yes.
healthy, and just after that, Reynolds,
Solid.
Mims,
Solid.
Franklin.
I think can be solid.
But I like the
Oh
Ravens
no,
more.
like it's very close. Like I was flip flopping. So
Like,
like it's
like I'm not saying like these guys are like
no.
horrendous. Like they're not where the Bills are, but like still the Ravens just get more production from their wide receivers.
Yeah.
And quarterback play does play a factor majorly. Um, but Reynolds, am I? Yeah, he
He's
didn't.
solid.
He he dropped a lot of passes this
Oh,
year
I
with
think
the
he did.
Lions, though. Like it was bad. I wish I could find his drops, but yeah, it was bad. I like the Ravens more. They have a lot more potential, like Bateman
Yeah.
and Zay Flowers.
He had a 4% drop rate this year.
Yeah,
He only dropped 3 passes.
he only dropped 3 passes.
Yeah.
I swear I saw
I think it
more.
might have been you might be having Williams added in there too, because Williams dropped a few.
Yeah,
Which
a lot of teams had drop
yeah.
issues this year,
It,
but
it was actually probably one of the worst it's been. Sorry. I didn't
yeah,
know.
like the Bucks. Oh my, Bucks in the playoffs.
Felt bad for Baker. Like Mike Evans like decided to turn into like I don't know, Vontae Parker, I guess.
Yeah, Broncos should have, or the Bucks should have beat the Eagles by
Oh yeah.
more. I fear.
Um, I'm just gonna go to my next one. I have the Broncos. Just kind of the same reasoning. Like I just like Ravens probably have a little more potential. I just think the Broncos have a little bit more right now, and I'm less on the what ifs right now. So I just have the Broncos. I do actually want to say the Ravens have drafted 3 wide receivers I have fallen in love with in each draft cycle of that year, and it's really made me mad because it's the Ravens, and I don't like seeing them do good because it's the Ravens.
Yeah,
Lamar is fine, but like, no, it's frustrating for me because I loved Devontae Walker. You remember Bateman was the first wide
yes,
receiver I
I
ever
like
scouted,
Walker.
and Zay Flowers was my wide receiver too for that year, in 2023. So
Yeah,
it's rough.
and that's why I put the Ravens higher on than the Broncos
Yeah.
because of Walker. Tez Walker, I really like. I think he could get very high production this year.
Oh yeah, I think
Um,
he'll fill the OBJ role eventually.
yeah, like, and you have Lamar back there. Like,
Exactly.
he will elevate their games a lot.
He's definitely gonna help them.
Um, yeah, I just like they're three more than the Broncos
Yeah,
threes.
and for me, I like the Ravens 3 just as much, but then the Broncos number 4 is what puts them over for me, at least. Like that's just like that little factor. Oh crap!
Yeah, the thing is with me is Cortland Sutton, dude. Like, if he can stay healthy,
Oh, I know. If he could stay healthy,
it's
they would
just
easily be right. Like easily,
yeah,
I could put them right
they'd
here.
be higher.
Um, dude, I am
Yeah,
stuck because the teams left. Like I'm looking at depth and like not saying I'm putting the Lions here, but like for example, Lions, Amon-Ra St. Brown, nobody good after that, you know?
yeah,
But like him alone, he's like a top 10 wide receiver, so he boosts his core up.
yeah. And then you could look at the Chiefs, and then like,
I like the Chiefs wide receiver core right now, though. That's the issue.
well, okay, I'm not including Rasheed
I
Rice.
am because there's nothing that's happened yet. I think something will, but it hasn't yet.
Yeah, that is fair. I can't just assume. Yeah,
Sorry. And I love Carolina's wide receiver core right now, actually. So it's like
I thought I was gonna place them a bit lower than I have them, but
a lot of these left actually are kind of nice. Oh man. Dang. This is getting rough. I didn't realize how, like I had a basic list, but now that I'm like looking back at like depth, it is a lot harder than it looks now. Um, I I might just have to put Carolina. No, because their core is actually good. Like Deontay Johnson, Xavier Legette, Adam Thielen. Okay, I gotta do it. Like they're just not better. I'm putting the Panthers. I have the Panthers here at. Did I do? Oh, I can't do math. Oh, it's fine. Um, I have the Panthers here at um 20. Yeah, it's 20. Yeah, that's 20. That's 21. Just kidding.
yeah,
21. Panthers here at 21.
yeah,
I like it though. Like I love the Panthers wide receiver core. I think Deontay Johnson's great. I know you don't like him, but I think he's a good wide receiver. I think Xavier Legette can be great. I think Adam Thielen, even though he's 34 years old, was still a target monster last year and was helpful in
he
the rise.
was. Yeah,
I'm still a Mingo fan. I'm still a Terrence Marshall fan. Gosh, that does not look good on me. But I'm still a fan of their team. I think it's just slightly better than the Broncos. It's very close. I just think Deontay Johnson's better than Sutton, and that just kind of puts it over.
Yeah, and he can stay healthy.
Exactly.
And Deontay Johnson, I do like as a football player, but his locker room presence, like the amount of times I've seen something or like where he just doesn't play hard on a play because he's not blocking or something along the lines of that. It's just like, oh,
Like, why are you the way you are?
yeah, like why are you doing this to
Yeah.
yourself? Um,
Completely fair.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I fear that I have the Panthers here as
That's
well.
fair. It's a good
Bec-
spot. It's not like they're bad. I think they could be
yeah,
higher, but
I think so too. And I was gonna put them higher. Um, but it was like it's like these other teams just like the Packers, for example. They don't have a true number one yet, but they have good
they have, like,
depth.
I'd say the best depth in the league.
Yeah,
And frankly, it's going to keep them
like
closer to the top 10 than anybody else for me.
yeah, like having good depth is important
Yes, yes.
clearly
It's completely important.
with the Packers. Um, but yeah, Deontay Johnson's route running is phenomenal. Leggett and I like Leggett where he
Yeah.
went. I think he can be that jump ball presence that Deontay Johnson isn't. So
He can be that jump ball or the inside guy because he
yeah,
excels on inside throws. Like on a slant, like I think you've seen the play. Where he just gets that quick slant and it's just gone like 80 yards to the end zone. Um,
uh,
yeah, he's got what they need. Completely agree with you though. Um, shoot, I had somebody I was gonna put down. I might just do it. I don't know. Oh man. Okay, it's close. I think I'm gonna put the Jets here. I'm not a Mike Williams fan. You know that. I'm a Garrett Wilson fan. I'm a Malachi Corley fan. But you got a rookie, and then Garrett Wilson, who's great. But everybody else just isn't yet. So I have the Jets here at 20. I don't have much to say other than Garrett
yeah,
Wilson's great. Nobody else has shown it. And that's about it.
yeah, yeah. The Jets is a little bit of what ifs too,
It is. It's honestly
for
what's keeping
sure.
him high on the list is Garrett Wilson, though. Like I think Garrett Wilson is probably one of the most underrated wide receivers at this point.
Yes, he just does not get talked about
No,
enough.
I
Like
I could throw him
there
on
was a
like any
play.
team outside of maybe like five, no 10. I'd say about 10 teams. He'd be wide receiver one on every team except about 10.
Yeah, like there was a play where he like bobbled a pass and got his feet in
It's
bounds.
incredible.
It was just incredible. Like
The
his
Bills game.
vision is just something crazy.
Was it against the Bills?
Um,
Or am I thinking of a different play that he did something crazy on?
I don't know who it was against, but I remember it was like in the corner of the
Yeah,
end
I think it
zone.
was the Bills then. He like bobbled it to himself and caught it. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's so good. Like he's what's keeping them a little higher on this list. Frankly, if they didn't have him, or if he wasn't as good as he was, they'd probably be sitting where the Cardinals are. So I like Garrett Wilson though. I'm sure you're a bigger Mike Williams fan than I am at this point in his career. I just think Mike Williams is done.
yeah. I am a bigger um, Mike Williams fan. Um, here I'm gonna put the
The
Lions
Lions. See, I'm getting close. I am getting close to where I feel comfortable.
because Saint Brown phenomenal depth. After that, what is there?
Bottom two in the league, I'd say. Like
Yeah,
Jamison
like
Williams apparently looks
truly.
great in camp. Cool. Hasn't shown out on the field yet, so
Um, yeah, like that could be a big problem for the Lions this year. It could be a big problem for them unless Jameson Williams just pops out of nowhere. I fear that the Lions are bottom.
Yeah.
But
I will say the Lions did great on fixing that defense, but like you let your wide receiver core go, in my opinion, and like it's gonna cost.
Yeah, and I like Corley and Williams more than what the Lions have right now.
See, and I understand that completely. I just think Amon-Ra is like that. I think he's like wide receiver 6 in the league right now. About wide receiver 6. Garrett Wilson's like wide receiver.
But where would you put Wilson?
Right now, just based on how he is, and I'm blaming quarterback play a little bit, I'd probably put him at like 13.
Okay, that's fair. That's around where I was thinking too.
13, 14.
Yeah. Williams compared to
Williams compared to Williams.
Yeah. Who would you rather have?
Williams.
I would rather have Williams. Sorry.
No, I was with you on that.
Joke.
I have the Lions next though, so I couldn't get them much further. I couldn't get much of a push. So what are they at? They're 19, I think, right?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I have them at 19. I think Amon-Ra, like we said, Amon-Ra is great. Everybody else, not so much. Like, it's just not good. Yeah. Like, I don't know why they haven't picked anybody up yet. Is there anybody available left?
Michael Thomas.
Sure, bring in Michael Thomas. He's better than nothing.
Yeah, like, yeah, why not? I don't know. There's a lot of guys in free agency that I'm like, why not bring these guys in? OBJ. What do you have to lose? OBJ signed with the Dolphins.
Oh, yeah, he did. Oops.
Because he really thinks he's going to get a ring with that team.
Funny. Not happening.
Yeah. You got your one ring. I fear it might be time for retirement.
Yeah, no, exactly. Let me see. I'm trying to look it up, see if there's any wide receivers available. Hunter Renfrow, Michael Thomas, Russell Gage, Mecole Hardman. Oh, this sucks. Oh, Sterling Shepard. That's who I was thinking of earlier when we were talking about injured.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Nah, there's like nobody left. Okay, never mind. Maybe trade for somebody then. T. Higgins. Wow. That would be
nice.
Filthy.
This next spot is difficult.
It is. I had two teams. Well, even right here, like these three teams were rough for me.
Yeah, like I'm kind of thinking of the Rams, but because I kind of fear that Cooper Kupp had that 1 year, and
I think he's towards. You think he's towards the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that.
I fear he might be.
I mean, so there's like, they're definitely coming up on my board.
The Bucs are up there.
The Raiders.
I like Myers though.
I do too. I miss him so much. If we still had him, I could put us higher.
Yeah, dude.
We wouldn't have had to.
Did Myers have 1,000 yards this year?
No, he got a concussion.
He had like 13 touchdowns or something like that.
I know. Touchdowns.
Yeah. Like every time I was watching a Raiders game, touchdown. No, yeah. My fault. I'll stop talking about.
You're making me depressed.
Myers now.
I'm over here like heartburn broke. He's averaging like he had 8 touchdowns and 800 yards this past year, and he also got hurt.
Yeah, Zane's having war flashbacks right now.
Like freaking Bill Belichick deciding to pick to pick Juju over Jacoby Myers is the dumbest thing I think I've ever heard.
Bill probably thought, look at his 1,000-yard season.
Yeah, look, he won a Super Bowl ring. We should bring him in. Should bring in the winning culture.
He had Patrick Mahomes at quarterback, but he really performed. Especially in Pittsburgh, he really performed well.
Exactly.
It's like, well, who was wide receiver 1 in Pittsburgh?
The guy that we
Um,
had a game with.
yeah, that legit dipped. He said, "Peace."
Yeah. We caught him the week after.
Oh,
It's a tough list.
yeah.
Bunch of great groups.
I'm putting the Raiders.
It's honestly it's so close between these next couple.
Yeah, because it's kind of down to the Rams and
For
Raiders.
me, right now, that's left, it's like Rams, Raiders, Chiefs.
Chiefs, yeah, are up there. But Chiefs have young, talented receivers.
Potentially talented.
I mean, Rasheed
Yeah.
Rice had a good year this
Xavier
year.
Worthy already got hurt
Hollywood
and
Brown.
already is dropping passes. My prophecy is
Wait, did he already
yes.
get hurt? He
He already pulled his hamstring.
Wait, I thought he got. Oh yeah, wasn't that at
No,
the combine?
he pulled his hammy at the combine, and he already re-pulled it again at practice.
Oh, he
At practice.
re-pulled it.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I'm done. Like I'm already on the anti-worthy train, but like, dude, you're already getting hurt this early? No, red flag.
Yeah, yeah. The Raiders are this low because Devontae Adams is ending the is close to ending
Yeah.
his career. Um, Myers I like Myers. And then they have Gallup, Guyton, and
Yeah.
Tucker.
It's not terrible. Like it's honestly like I'd take it.
It's not bad.
Devontae Adams
Yeah,
alone, like if they had
it's
real
still.
QB, like this could be a little better, but they don't. I think QB play is going to play into this season, but I still think this is a fair spot for him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Devontae Adams is still
Yeah,
great, but he's slowing
I think
down.
he will start to slow down soon. Yeah. Ooh, I can't. I refuse. I'm putting the Chiefs. I refuse to put the Chiefs. I can't have Devontae Adams wide receiver core below the Chiefs with Rashee Rice. I refuse to let it happen. For myself, I
Well, I thought you weren't included. I thought you weren't thinking Rasheed
oh
Rice
he's playing. He's
wasn't
playing.
playing.
I have him playing. I'm assuming he's playing.
Oh,
I just
okay,
think
yeah.
Adams is better, and then I think Myers is better than Brown, and I think Worthy is a rookie, so I'm just not including him in my list in my head right now. So that's kind of my reasoning. I like the route running more of the Raiders than I do with what the Chiefs have. I think actually with Rashee Rice, by the way, bringing back up Madden, Rashee Rice always ends up being the next Devontae Adams in Madden. It's really frustrating. Um, so
Yeah.
there's always that. I think Rice is good if he fixes everything around. Sure, I think their core can end up being better, but I just don't have it better right now. I have the Chiefs here at
Mhm.
18.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Yeah. I fear that I had the Chiefs here as well. Um. I was kind of thinking of the Cowboys, but
It's
CeeDee
just CeeDee
Lamb.
Lamb. Like
Yeah.
he's top 3. I will say that now.
And Brandon Cooks is just he's always there
He's yeah, he's
catching
mid, but like
passes.
he's always there.
And I was thinking of the Colts too.
No, the Colts is so stacked. Pittman, Mitchell, Downs. That's so
Yeah.
good. Like it's so frustrating.
Yeah. But after that they have Pierce,
Well,
Gold.
Pierce is solid too.
Pierce is solid.
So like you really just have
But
like a
yeah,
great group. I couldn't put them this. They might not even be today. I don't even think they will be today. Um, but yeah,
I'm putting the
no,
Chiefs. Yeah,
your reasoning's valid completely. I'm gonna go ahead and do the Raiders. Where'd they go? There. I think Raiders ends out today. So
yeah. Oh
yeah,
yeah, it
Raiders
does.
will end out
Oh,
today. Unless like what time are we at? An
an
hour.
hour.
Okay, yeah. So we won't keep y'all till 2 hours for the rest of it. Raiders, it's Devonte Adams. I feel like that's all I gotta say. It's Devonte Adams. Like, come on,
Yeah, like if you put Devonte Adams on the
he's
Chiefs,
definitely gonna do better than anybody the Chiefs have right now. And same with Jacoby Myers. So it's just like, I mean, I think I'm a little biased, but like you had Aiden O'Connell this past year throwing him the ball, and he still had 8 touchdowns and 800 yards. Come on now. I
yeah,
like the route running. I like a lot of their technique a lot better than what
and
the Chiefs have. It's really close depth wise. I think the Chiefs rank surprisingly better now. I remember last year I would have put them bottom three, and now I'm putting them towards the top half. I'm putting them at 18. So just shows what one offseason can do for a team's wide receiver core.
Devonte Adams got injured
Yeah,
this year.
that was probably the Patriots'
Yeah,
fault with Jabril Peppers going boom. Still think that's my favorite play from this past season.
um, this is where it gets tough. This is where, yeah, this is where it really truly gets tough. I I can't say them.
What are you about to say?
Colts, I can't put the Colts that, yeah.
Looking at the teams, like there's a lot of good cores left. Tomorrow's gonna be, their next episode's gonna be interesting.
I fear, I think I'm gonna put the
Rams, I
Rams.
can understand it. I do. Will what is it doing? Um, I will.
At
Yeah, at
32.
33. I will say they were coming up for me, so I understand it. So they were close.
Puka, Puka, like, gotta see
Yeah,
another year. Gotta see another year. Had a great year. I think he can repeat this year. Um, but now I'm like a little scared because we haven't seen much from Cooper Cup since he had that one year.
I mean, I still think he had a solid year. Did he not?
Yeah, no. He did, but like I'm saying, like to
Oh
that
yeah, because he
level.
hadn't had a two. Yeah, because he hasn't. Has he finished a year? Cup, you good?
Has he finished a year?
Um, 2022 and 2023, he didn't have over 13 games, so he hasn't finished a year. Well, he's
Yeah, ever since
yeah, he's
then,
gotten hurt.
800 yards, 700.
Which
Yeah,
12 games, 9 games. It's just injuries.
yeah. It's just funny to see like you just looking through Cooper Cup stats, and then it's like
Yeah,
1,900
it's like
yards,
what?
16 touchdowns.
Oh man, him in fantasy that year was something else. Ethan had him. He got him in like round four
Oh, that's
and just went nuts.
yeah. And he went really high off the board
Yeah,
after.
the next year, I didn't.
Yeah, people started
I'm
regretting
proud to
that
say I did
one.
not overreact. So I'm not one of those, at least.
Yeah.
I'm looking at tomorrow, or not. I keep saying tomorrow. I'm looking at the next one, and dude, there's gonna be some controversy for sure.
Yeah,
I'm
there
excited
will
though.
be.
Um,
No, I am too because I I think we'll get more.
There's going to be more to talk about. They're the better
Well,
teams. I know we said that with
yeah,
QBs too. I appreciate anybody who's listened to the full thing for this episode because I know it's the less the less complex group. I feel like maybe a little bit of controversy. Hopefully, let us know. Maybe we're being dumb. Maybe we're not, and maybe we need to do a video on like some of the reasons for these. I don't know. Maybe we'll make a TikTok on it. Go check out our TikTok. If y'all haven't already.
yes.
But
We're
yeah,
trying to upload
We're
more.
trying to get there. It's just been busy. But yeah, I feel like there's not much else to talk about, so I feel like we can wrap it up there for the day. Um, you got any more thoughts?
Um, no, no, no. I was trying to think of NFL news
There's been
recently.
nothing.
Pittsburgh's hosting the 2026
That's about
draft.
it. We could probably go to that.
It means nothing to me,
Yeah,
but
when you draft Arch Manning first overall.
okay. Now, whenever we have the 32nd year, 32nd overall pick, after going it back to
Oh
back
yeah,
Super
yeah,
Bowl
yeah.
wins.
Totally, totally. Okay, Kansas City.
Yeah, yeah. I've been watching a lot of Justin Fields and Russell
I
Wilson,
understand
and
it.
it's
Yeah,
I'm like trying to gas up myself, like I'm sitting there watching them.
I
I'm
did that
like,
with Mac. It's not worth it.
there's a lot of inconsistency in Justin
Yeah, I
Fields'
did that
game.
with Mac. I noticed that with Mac too. It's not worth it. It's not worth gaslighting yourself into.
Yeah, like
I promise.
yeah, Fields will like. I think I was watching the Bears and Broncos game. No, it was the Chiefs game actually, and he missed a throw, and then he ran right through the middle and like picked up 20 yards. And I was like, well, Justin Fields.
Yeah, just that's Justin
Yeah,
Fields right there. Pretty much sums him up.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
but yeah, I feel like that's where we're gonna wrap it up. So before we start rambling on about whatever, so I just want to say thank y'all for listening to another episode of the Dropback Podcast. Be sure wherever you're listening to leave a like, follow, subscribe, or a comment. We always appreciate it. If y'all disagree with any takes or anything, especially with this episode, let us know down in the comments below. As always, thank y'all for tuning in. Hope y'all tune in the next one, and peace out.
Peace.